Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time you decided to watch this video here on YouTube. The name is DJ Luna, and I will be DJ for today. In this demonstration, we're going to talk about a little bit of the loop features that are on the DVJ X1. So for this demonstration, let me go ahead and switch camera angle 2. There's the DVJ X1, ladies and gentlemen. Also for this demonstration, we are going to demonstrate video and the loop with the use of the video. So we're going to also have picture-in-picture. The picture-in-picture screen will be located on my lower right-hand corner of the video. Okay, folks, let's talk about the loop features of the DVJ X1. The Pioneer DVJ X1 is a little bit different than the CDJ 1000 and, of course, the DVJ 1000. The DVJ 1000's loops have what is called a forward and reverse or rock capabilities, and what it is that there is a separate button right on the right hand side of the out button of the loop, which is located right here, that allows you to go ahead and set a loop and it will play forward, and then at the end of the loop it will also reverse. Now the CDJ 1000 does not have that capabilities, and neither does the DVJ X1. However, there's a lot of similarities here. So let me go ahead and describe the similarities. The Pioneer CDJ 1000, the X1, and the DVJ 1000 all have the loops right here. They have an in and an out. Now, in this demonstration, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and find a spot on a particular song that I have I'm going to load up here, and I'm going to go ahead and set the in point, and I'm also going to set the out point, and then show you what we can do with those loops. I'm also going to talk about how we could use the loops on the hot cues as well. So let's go ahead and load up the disc into the DVJ X1 here, and just like the other videos I described about, it has the auto cue feature. It's going to find the first available sound of the disc. It's already set the point. Now for this demonstration, let's go to track 5, and just like I mentioned before, it's going to find the first available sound of that track. Well, it found it, and it also, if you noticed, the in real-time cue of the loop here, of the loop buttons here, started flashing. That had indicated that it is now loaded up the point. Half of the loop is already set, and I can go ahead and set up the out point only. That's just for speed purposes. Now, for our demonstration here, we're going to go ahead and advance the track to about 3 minutes remaining. Right now, as you indicated right here, there's 3 minutes and 22 seconds. We're going to go to about 3 minutes and I'll say 3 minutes. So what I'm going to do is, before we do that, we're going to go ahead and throw the picture-in-picture mode. So there's the screen that I'm going to be using to demonstrate the video. It's on my lower right-hand corner. And now we're going to go ahead and fast forward to about 3 minutes. There, about 3 minutes right there. So now what I'm going to do is, I had just found roughly where I want to go ahead and set my loop here. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to turn up the volume, and we're going to also put in this in jog mode here. So here it is in jog mode, ladies and gentlemen, and what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and find the point where I want to go ahead and set the first point of the loop, and then create a loop here. Here we go. Okay, there's a sound that I actually liked right there. It sounded like somebody takes a ruler, puts it on a table, and then springs the ruler. There's like a brrr sound. Well, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and find that with the use of the jog dial. And if you look here in the lower right-hand corner of my screen, you're going to see the video get manipulated by the jog dial. Oh, look at that. Found it already. Sounds like it's right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and leave it right there. And not do anything quite yet. Now, I have one or two ways of setting this loop point, the first point of the loop. I either hit the cue button, or I go ahead and hit the in real-time cue. For this demonstration, let's go ahead and use the in real-time cue. There's my first point right now, and now I can go ahead and press play and count out a loop and then set the second point. Here we go. So let's go ahead and press play. 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Now, I can go ahead and hit it right now and set the loop, or I can go ahead and do it on the fly. So, it depends on what I'm doing. Is this piece of music being played out on the speakers, or is it just being played in the headphones as you're just queuing it up? Now, for the demonstration here, I'm going to actually do it on the fly. So let's go ahead and bring it back to the beginning of that loop by hitting the Q button. It's now back at the beginning of the loop. So now what we're going to do is we're going to count out 4 measures, and then we're going to hit the loop. Now I'm going to purposely put it out of alignment here to show you that we can fix this. So watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Hit it. Okay? Now, I think we have it out of alignment, so but what we're going to do is we'll find out. It's actually very close, but for this demonstration, let's go ahead and let's show you that we can fix this. So, let's say it was out of alignment here, and you need to correct this loop here. You hit the out adjust, which is the out button right here, and you notice it's going to start flashing. Now, if I turn the jog dial clockwise, I'm going to increase the length of the loop. If I turn the dial counterclockwise, it's going to shorten the loop. Now, for this demonstration, let's go ahead and throw the loop, make it long. Listen. You hear that? Ba-bam! That's because it's out of alignment. Now let's go ahead and force it back into alignment by turning the jog dial counterclockwise and shortening this loop. And it should be neither. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to go ahead and hit the out button, and now I have a loop. Take a listen. 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4. And as you can hear, it's in loop. So now, we're going to go ahead and put that in the standby mode right there. As you notice, the screen went black when I went into standby mode. Now, what's really cool about this loop feature that the DVJ X1 and also the CDJ 1000 and the DVJ 1000, because these players have the reverse capabilities, we can go ahead and throw this player into reverse, and that loop will play in its entirety and keep it in a loop in reverse. Give you an example. There's your reverse. Now what's really cool also is now I can go ahead and use this loop, let's say, for future reference. You remember also in one of my other videos I talked about the hot cues. Well, guess what? I can go ahead and now save this loop to one of the three hot cue buttons by pressing record. And then, of course, like the last demonstration, the hot cues went red, and then I go ahead and choose whatever I want. Let's go ahead and just choose B for just for this demonstration. So now I just go ahead and press B, and just like my previous demonstration, the music starts, and it will now go ahead and continue playing until I go ahead and hit the Q button, and of course it goes back into standby mode. Now, for this demonstration, let's shut off the record, and guess what? The B is now lit up yellow in color. That is indicating that this hot cue right here has a loop saved to that particular hot cue. You remember in my other demonstration, it would be green if it was just saving a point. Well, in this case, it's a loop. So with the use of an SD card, I can go ahead and save that particular loop that I want on the SD card, so this way I can call that loop up for future reference. So just like the regular hot cue, and I can get creative with that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that pretty much demonstrates the hot cue of the DVJ X1s. I'm sorry, the loops of the DVJ X1s. So let's go back to the other camera. So hopefully that was helpful, ladies and gentlemen. If you, like I said, have a set of these DVD players, go ahead and practice and enjoy. Feel free to leave a comment on the video if you have any other questions. Alrighty, and once again, thank you very much. Have a good day.